in order to back up my reasoning of why black's a bad color. Like, there's not enough solid evidence that's not racist in order to back it up why. Because if I say black, then everybody's just going to say, oh, he's racist, that's why he's black. But it's not true. It's not true. Black's just overall a bad color.
Allegations.
Because like with like black stuff, you can't see if it's like clean or not. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true.
Did you ever have like a black pair of shoes?
You ever had a black bookshelf?
Yeah, like you just don't know like when to clean them.
Yeah.
And then somebody will like point it out because you know they got like these amazing vision, and then you're like, oh, well, frick me, I look like an idiot right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So how do you feel, Easton, being the person in pretty much all black right now?
I'm not saying it's overall a bad color. Like in some instances, like it's a good color. Like with clothing, like it's very versatile.
Yeah.
But with like other things, like if you paint your house black and you're not like the main character from Despicable Me, then like it just looks bad.
Did you forget what the character's name was?
No, it just says it sounds better. It sounds better if I say the main character.
I watched one video where he was like ranking black characters. It was just like a tier list.
Let's look it up.
And basically he opens the tier list and he's looking at the characters and he's like, Bullet Bill, the bird from Angry Birds, Mickey Mouse, girl isn't even black.
You know, we're gonna make a color tier list on the podcast.
Color tier list.
No, I'm not right there again, buddy.
Alright, guys.
Hi, guys.
So I'm gonna say black till the end.
Okay, we'll say black.
I'll say black till the end.
Alright.
Where's it only goes down to detail.
What do you mean?
Should
We've
we
already
actually
started.
do an intro
We've
now?
already started.
Alright, well, guys, you asked for it. We delivered. Welcome to Hats Off. And today we got our first ever guest on our first ever episode in Braden. And as you can tell, we asked him what his least favorite color is.
The fact that like the bottom color on this tier list is white, that's racist. Okay? White is not a bad color. Now, this guy over here that ranks black, brown, and gray in the D tier section and puts white as the S tier, like that's obviously racist.
There's obviously something going on there that we don't know about.
Like this one right here, where he puts, let's see, black and brown on the top, and he puts white as a D tier color.
Oh boy. Alright.
So red is S tier.
Red is.
Oh, we gotta start with blue.
Red is S.
It's like whatever.
Blue is
pops
A.
in.
Blue's A. Blue's A.
I think blue's pretty mid for them.
Who hates blue?
I don't hate blue.
Exactly.
I have a
Like-
lot of blue clothes.
Same.
Yeah, but like
You
it's
know,
not
I'm
like
wearing
it's not
blue.
an extraordinary color though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but like, if you go up to somebody on the street and you ask them what's your least favorite color, there's no universe to say I hate the color of the sky.
That is true.
Every day I go outside and I want to kill myself.
The only bad rap that blue gets is sad, and then there's like and then
Yeah.
like some dudes will just make jokes like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, I guess A tier that works.
I think A tier is
Black. Where's brown?
Brown?
Brown's a D tier color.
I
don't like
I
brown.
will defend brown to the very end. I have a brown dog. I like Goombas.
He's also white.
He is also white, but he's predominantly brown for the most part.
Yeah, but
He's
brown
labeled.
is the color of turd.
Well, yeah, but like
It's also the color of dirt.
That is true.
that's true. But
And
like
the color of the Cleveland Browns.
They're orange though.
wait, they
not.
are?
They're part orange, they're part brown.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's very messed up.
What, like B, C?
As a passionate defender, of brown at its highest, it belongs in C.
I'm not willing to
Okay,
put it
fine.
in D, yeah.
Fine, we can
Well,
agree
D
on
tier
C.
is the lowest, so
D
there
tier
is
is
no
the
F
lowest?
tier.
That is true.
So where are we putting green?
That
Green.
one, I don't like green. I mean, it's okay. in
Green's
some
an alright
contexts.
color. Like
It's okay.
that's like a dark green.
Like
Yeah.
the
Like,
Seahawks.
I don't like
green.
that.
I like the Seahawks green. That's a good green. Other than that, green is
Like B
there's
tier?
dude. There's some very bad green colors though.
That's true.
So
Green, I
there's
think
a
at its
lot of
worst is
really
F
bad-
tier.
There's
That's
a
the
lot
thing.
of really bad green colors.
So like C.
I think
I
C
think-
above brown.
Probably, yeah. That seems about right.
Gray.
Gray is a ghost
S
color.
tier.
Yeah,
S
that's
tier.
an
First S tier of the
of
list, brother.
Let's go.
Finally.
All right, we take those.
Where are you putting orange?
F tier.
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
Whoa! Orange is
S
not
tier.
a bad color.
Orange.
What
is-
are you wearing?
Orange.
Orange is not a bad color.
Orange is like red.
What
if it was
makes
bad.
orange bad?
Imagine
The
if
fact that it's red but bad.
it's worse red.
It's worse red.
No.
Why would I ever take orange when I have red?
In what context is like orange bad? Like besides other colors,
It looks bad.
The Broncos.
bro. Orange is not a bad color.
By itself, no, but it doesn't go with anything.
Like orange. What are you talking about? It
it
goes with
doesn't.
blue.
No, it doesn't.
Everything goes with blue. We discussed this.
We
Blue
discussed
is
blue. Orange is different. It doesn't go with
I'll
anything.
compromise
but
with a
blue.
B tier because I know you love orange.
Fine, we'll go with B tier. Pink.
S tier.
I think A
So
tier.
I don't know about S.
I
tier.
think A tier is a solid.
I think A under blue.
I think A
I'm
under
okay
blue.
with that.
That's
I'm willing
that
to
seems
agree
right.
to that.
It's not
I've
a
become
top
a
tier.
passionate defender of pink, but even
Where's
then I
purple?
pick hot pink.
Purple is.
I have no strong opinion.
That's
but-
a yeah.
I feel like
really
everyone
have
I've talked to
strong
has
opinion.
always been like a lot of people I've talked to have always been like, oh, purple's awesome, or they're like, purple, and I've
Yeah, purple
fallen
is-
to that. I don't really
It's
care.
the most
So like a B
mid
tier?
color. Yeah, it's the most mid.
It's
color.
very mid.
It's not like
B or
bad
C?
nor it's good. I think B.
I
B's
think B.
B's a solid.
Above or below orange?
Above orange probably. I'm thinking. All right, red. Red's an
Red.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
Above or below gray?
Above. I say above, but
Really?
I
Well,
prefer
gray-
red to gray, but I also think gray is just inherently
gray
better.
goes with everything.
Okay,
better,
are we doing
but,
this
like,
in context of like clothing or like overall?
overall.
overall?
Okay, what about
What?
yellow?
Yellow is
Piss.
white's next, dude. You forgot white.
But you have to say white and black till the end.
Yeah.
Okay, yellow is the color of piss. That's a D tier.
Yeah. But it's also the color of sunshine. And I've
It's
become a-
also the
How many
color
times
of
have you
the man
looked-
in the yellow hat.
That is.
It's also the color when you get like a split in speed running that's faster than you've ever gotten that split before. It's a gold split.
That is true. That is true. There is gold.
Gold stars, dude. Like,
Gold,
like
yes.
elementary school,
Gold
getting a
saves-
gold star was like the best feeling ever.
Gold
Yeah.
saves. Gold saves yellow. Gold saves yellow a lot.
Honestly, I
So
think
where is it at?
I think I've convinced myself. I think yellow's B tier.
Yeah, actually, it's
I respect
convinced me.
yellow.
B is.
I was about to put it in C.
I think it's
above
above
green.
orange and
Above
below
green.
purple.
Ooh, do I really prefer yellow over green? Now I'm thinking about that.
Yeah. Now that I think about
I
it,
don't
yeah.
own any yellow clothing.
Well, yeah, but that's not like.
Like, there's plenty of yellow things, like bananas.
that is true.
I do like bananas.
Bananas are good.
Lemons, another fruit.
Or we
They
just
got the
thinking-
fruit. They got the
Dude.
fruit meta on lock other than
That's
red.
true. Then there's
Dude.
the sun, even though nobody's
What are
looked at
other
the sun.
yellow foods besides bananas and lemons?
Papaya. I don't actually know.
Maybe like really cartoony pizza.
The yellow cheese,
Yeah.
butter.
Butter.
So is it above or below green?
I think we can.
Can we make a yellow tier?
Yeah, let's make a
Huh?
make a yellow tier between B and C.
Yellow.
Just make a yellow tier. Just create new tier. Just click
Do
on the
setting.
settings
Do
thing.
setting. Like the thing.
And then just
Add row
say
below.
add row below and put yellow. It's just yellow tier.
Yeah.
Because it's just the most mid color.
Yellow.
White.
White.
Hear me
White,
out.
there are some really
Like,
good white
there's so many
combinations.
white cars, right?
Yeah.
And if you have a white pair of shoes, you can't go wrong with like,
What are you
I'm
doing to
screwing
the
it up.
list?
I'm just trying
You
to back it up.
Why did you
Shut up!
put purple in A?
What are you thinking?
What are you doing?
I think here's my problem.
Okay,
White, I feel like I don't think it can exist without black.
that is true. But also,
Which one is black all colors and white is no colors?
No,
I don't
black is the
remember.
absence of color, white is all colors.
Yeah.
Because like white, you use it. It's like a it's like a higher form, like in like the scriptures and stuff.
It's a
And like,
sentence.
then like white is just like a pure color.
Yeah. Well, white goes with everything though. Like, there's no bad combination.
Like, you can't go wrong with white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
where do you put this?
Well, here's the thing. If you have like a really light color also going with white, it can look a little bad.
Not too bad.
if I put on yellow pants and like a yellow and like a white shirt,
Yeah, but the white just exists.
Now you're the man in yellow. Now
Now
you're the man in yellow.
I need to buy a monkey.
So, moving on to our next color.
No, because like the other day I watched a video on Instagram and it was a very realistic version of the man in the yellow hat at the hospital with George the monkey laying in a bed with a human face on that John, and he was like, and he goes, "I'm dying, Theodore." Actually, hold on, let me find it real quick. It was hilarious.
Okay, so back to white. I think we can put white in the undecided tier.
Put white and yellow tier.
Put white in yellow tier.
Oh, here it is.
It's the most yellow tier I've ever seen.
It's red. There's nothing we can do. It's there, guys.
For context, real quick. Hold on, I gotta turn down the brightness. That's George. Realistic monkey George, right there. It's
Why are
pretty
we
lit.
traumatizing the people?
Wait.
I'm dying, kid. George? This whole time you could talk. I can talk. Why didn't you say something? I was waiting until I had something to say. What did you say?
Alright.
Wait. He's back on that picture.
Brady, we didn't bring you
So
on to
before-
traumatize the people.
So we're talking about how
where's
this.
white?
So
So-
okay, but first, okay.
How
So
did we get onto the man with the yellow
Just
hat
said,
from
'cause
white?
I said like you could like wear like yellow pants and like a white shirt and like the man in yellow like I need a monkey.
when we were talking about what to talk about this episode, we were talking about like topics, and one of them was what goes on inside in the mind of Brayden. And I hope this is
What
answering
goes
the
on?
question.
This is what goes on inside of Brandon's head. We will come back to this
Like if
question
you
later.
take like a look through my photos, dude, like the videos I download, like this one.
Nothing racist on this show. We're family friends.
I've seen that video. Back to the color.
Back to colors,
to white.
Brandon. Back to
Oh,
Back to
colors.
white.
Back to
Does
white.
it go in yellow tier?
Mr. Clean! I forgot about that guy.
So white.
White.
White. We have a lot of white around us. I'm
We do
wearing
have a lot of
white
white.
socks.
I'm white.
I am also wearing white socks.
He is white.
He is white.
This is on a white lifetime table.
This is true.
There's a
All
white.
the walls are white.
There's
kind of.
nothing inherently wrong with white.
Like
Is
a-
the problem? You can't find anything wrong with white, but it's also just a made color.
So
Like
put it in bottom A tier,
I
just because of its versatility.
It
I
is
think
very versatile.
It is very versatile. I think that I agree with that. All right, we can put bottom of A tier. Now black.
Black. Okay, so this is a very interesting question. So
How much do you value black, Brayden?
yeah, what's your opinion on black?
What's your opinion?
As someone
on
who
black?
has
In
black,
context of what?
In context
Yeah.
of
if ranking colors, what's
brand colors, yeah. What do you want,
Bro's
Brayden?
about to pull like the my lawyer has advised me not to speak.
Well, like the only argument that I can think of why black is not a bad color is Batman.
Batman.
That's the
Batman
only
goes crazy.
reason that I can think of why black is not a bad color.
Well, black.
Or like the Bully Maguire.
oh
like
Oh,
the
like the-
symbiote
yeah,
Spider-Man.
it's Raymond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's just like, freaking like roasting everybody. That was awesome.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Black isn't a bad.
like
color
Batman
necessarily.
sways my opinion so much because
because it's Batman.
some nights I am Batman.
That's true. That's confirmed lore.
That's confirmed lore.
That's confirmed lore.
Also, why do we have a Spider-Man dartboard in the background?
Because I got it when I was like 6. Why are you asking questions?
I don't know.
So is black what, like a B tier?
I think B's fair.
B for Batman.
B for
I
Batman.
think top
B for
B.
Batman. No, B for Batman.
B for
Batman. All right.
Top
So,
of
right?
B. B for Batman.
So it
B for
goes
Batman.
gray, red, blue, pink, white, black, purple, orange, yellow, green, and brown.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I'm still depressed that brown is at the bottom.
Is at the bottom?
I still passionately defended it with my statement that it belonged in nothing higher than C tier.
It's the color of sheep.
You can't even see how
You
the
can
colors,
just
bro.
screenshot it. I can just throw it on
You can
later.
just screenshot it, Brayden.
That's
Brayden.
true.
Brayden, we can screenshot
You
it.
moved
I
it.
just moved it. Black is not A tier. So.
Black is B for Batman.
B for Batman.
B for Batman.
Alright.
All right. Well, on to the next topic. So sledding.
So sledding.
So sledding. Brayden, how you feeling after that?
How are we
Dude,
all let's take
I
that.
feel so bad for that dude that so for context, okay. The second I showed up with Maddie, I'm like, hey Fred, where's your shovel? Because I saw that jump and I was like, dude, that's kind of mid, you
It's a
know?
baby jump.
It was
And
not.
so-
It was pretty mid.
It was pretty mid.
I went
It
off
was-
of it once before with
The only
Sierra and Ryan. And
I saw that video and I was like,
Okay.
that's not.
The
like,
only
even
time
bigger.
that jump was interesting was it was before you got there, but there was like a group of 5 people in a big old like boat sled, and they
Oh,
went
what?
off of it and they turned sideways midair and just slammed the ground sideways, and they just
Bro.
lay there for a second dying.
Yeah.
So,
We convinced a
We-
lot of people to go down that
That's
hill.
true.
and then, you know, when we were building it, you know, you have to test it to like see where it's at.
Obviously.
Well, this random kid
This is
just
where the
pops
China
out
flavor comes
at
in.
at like the top of the hill, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going!" And then he just sends that thing,
The best
and
is
just he
that-
keeps going back up and down, up and
Yeah.
down. And it was like, dude, this is awesome. Like we can like test it out.
Listen,
The
we
only
get
thing-
research for free.
The only thing was
Trial
that
labor.
he didn't full send it because he was dragging his feet. He's like,
He was going
multiple
on his
times he
hands
goes,
and knees.
"You guys are making this too big," and I'm like, "No, you're just too tiny," and like lift off.
Because if you watch the videos later in the thing, you can see you get distance on that thing now.
But more importantly, you get height.
You get height.
More importantly, we almost killed somebody.
Yeah.
And so what had happened is we had built it to like its max capacity. Like this is like a dangerous jump, you know? Like, it hurts.
This has got
Right?
Dangerous jump.
So this big 300-pounder Tongan comes. I was seeing him like looking up there, and he's like, "I want to go," and I'm like, "Oh me." I'm like, "Okay." Like you know,
I don't know.
like he's got his free will. He's in his 20s.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all having a good time. Like there's like this big Tongan group next to us, and like they're all having a good time. And we all kind of look at each other like, yeah. Let's say, who's recording?
me.
Yeah. I was like, hey Hayden, check this out. And then he starts recording this massive individual go down this sick jump. And he's on one of those like flat sleds, like there's not much to it. It's made out of like styrofoam. And the sled went out, he went like turned.
Turn.
So what had happened is that at that angle, right, he flipped upside down, so his head was gonna hit the ground first with his legs in the air, and then he smacks like his neck or something, or like his head on the ground first, and then at the final 2 seconds of the video, you can see him just like face down, you know, like face down on like the snow, like he's still going down. He's face down in the snow.
And that's
Like he's
when
just
we were all like,
unconscious.
and we were all like balls.
So then we go running down there, and he's
Yeah.
not saying much other than like whatever language he was speaking with the dude.
Yeah.
And like I could see like blood like up in like his gum lines and like his
Yeah.
tongue. And then like 10 minutes later, you know, like we see an ambulance coming down and a fire truck for this dude. And he's just like getting wheeled off in the back of the ambulance. I think Max was like still laughing.
Max had no remorse for his actions.
And I felt so bad
Yeah,
for
we were all
this
like-
dude.
Me and Sean felt really bad because he kept asking us, like, is it safe? And we were like, yeah.
Like, because we've done it so many times. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, it's safe. And
It's
then he's
totally
just like,
safe.
all right, I'm going. And then he just, like, kills himself on this jump.
I don't know if you want to put 300 pounds just in one spot and then have them lean back right before they go off a jump. That's probably why it went so wrong.
Yeah.
Because when the three of us went, we spread it out at least.
Yeah.
And not all of us just like leaned back.
Yeah.
So we made it not as bad, even though we all still died.
How was your injuries, Easton? How are you feeling?
My injuries were not that major, actually.
That's good.
We existed after.
I'm still in pain.
Like,
Like, if I show the video,
I think
right?
I got more injured from the first time I went down with Brian and Fred
Oh, that's true.
than I did from
on the small hill.
Yeah, on the small hill, because the three of us are stupid and we didn't know what we were actually
You
doing.
didn't know
for a
weight
second.
distribution.
We didn't know weight distribution.
So here it
But,
is.
Yeah,
Like the first
I have
time.
survived much worse.
Right. I'm going, and I'm like, all right, you gotta, like, send it. Hold on. Right? So I'm going. Sled detach, right? You can see that space. And then I'm like, frick, like that. That's where it all went wrong.
Oh, crap.
And then going back down, the sled reconnects with my arm. Let me zoom in. Right? And just absolutely smash myself on the ground. And my head jolts back like that. And I think like I damaged like my 2 brain cells, like I kind of like 2 tectonic plates, when they smash against each other
It doesn't
and they
quite-
cause like an earthquake, That's what happened up here.
And watching that video, my sibling also brought up the point that you could have broke your legs, dude. Like,
Maddie also brought that up, but I kind of...
yeah. Well, like, he brought up how, like, you straightened out your legs, like, right as you were about
I
to
know.
impact. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, if he landed the wrong way, that could have badly. That
Well,
would've been
that's like-
bad.
No more Chile.
No more Chile.
Yeah, that's why like Sean like tried to run as he like landed when he, like
Yeah.
on his first time off
I
the hill.
was like,
That
dude.
was...
Yeah.
Then he face
And then he, well, yeah, obviously you can't. Your legs aren't built for that much speed downhill
True.
on a slippery slope.
That is true.
Hear me out. Next time, you get like a big old 5-gallon jugs of water. All on that zoom all the way down. That would be
Actually
epic.
to the moon. Actually to the moon.
We gotta build, like, an exit ramp or something, dude.
Okay, so I want to talk about like the process of like when you're going down, when you're like approaching the hill and you're realizing how fast you're going and you're like, oh frick, I messed up.
All three of us
bad.
reached that moment at the same time when we all started.
Oh!
Like, dude, I can feel it when like.
Oh, when
you
all 3 of
just,
us
like,
were on
yeah.
You
there?
all just like clutched
It was
back.
so
and,
funny,
like,
dude.
Oh.
Like, and then you have like a solid second of airtime where you're like, oh my gosh, how high up did I go? That was like
Whoa.
going through my head. I was like, is this actually it for me?
Is
Well,
that how I fly?
Like, as like an individual, like coming down that last time, when you see like how like steep it is, like how much like boost you're gonna get on there, and then you just start flying and you're no longer in your sled, you're just floating through time. Like it's terrifying because you're like, oh, when am I just gonna absolutely just wreck myself on the way down?
Yeah, well because
You're like, when am I gonna land?
so
This is
when
not
we went as 3, I was at the front, so I saw it coming, and I was like, oh no, this was a bad. After you're in the air, once you finally land, it just all hits at once. You're just
true.
oh
Yeah.
I was telling Maddie on the ride home, like, if I had hypothetically like a dump truck, dude, I think that it would hurt a lot less.
That's what I
Because
true.
the absorption of your thick cheeks just absolutely absorbs the smash of the ground. I think you'd just be fine.
Yeah,
True,
my
actually.
right cheek will never be the same. It is it is brutal.
It just flattens on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that was
I'm sad. like Ryan and Brian never got to experience a big
Oh
hill.
yeah, dude. No, you missed.
Yeah, because
it.
you guys are cringe.
Okay,
Because
so
they called me
here-
and they left.
So hear me out. I called
freaking
you back. I
bozos.
called you back when they were there, actually.
Yeah.
And then they left like 5 minutes later. And
Yeah,
I'm
like
what
Brian
the crap?
called me and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be there in like 5 minutes, and then they left.
Okay, so for context, Brian got hurt actually
Yeah.
because
What?
From
the
Small
jump
Hill.
from the small hill. So me, Brian, and Fred were all going, right?
Yeah.
They did
And
not
so
have proper
we did
form.
not know how to go down the hill because it was everybody's first time doing it. And so
Yeah.
we just committed down the hill.
They were test subject 1.
We were test subject 1. And so we went off the bump, and they weren't holding on to the sled or
Bro.
anybody else at all.
Yeah.
So Brian and Fred flew off.
Rookie mistake, bro.
I am the only one who landed
Yeah.
back on the
Rookie
sled.
mistake.
Yeah.
That's just how bad it was. And I got hurt from it. And Brian landed straight on his foot, dude. Like, he landed straight on his leg.
Me, Ryan, and Sierra were just watching from the top and like just saw like Brian laying down, and then Ryan was like, and that's how Brian's indoor track career ended.
Bro.
No, dude, he was limping up to the top of the hill, though, and he said, nah, I'm not going
Can we talk about how annoying it was to get to the top of the hill again?
That's
I don't
facts.
know what's wrong
Like,
with you
no,
guys. I brought boots.
trying to build that ramp at the beginning.
That
like
was
you
rough.
just you would play snow and then you would just start sliding down.
That,
Yeah.
that was
Dude.
rough. That sucked.
Like the only place where you could like realistically stand like stable was on the ramp itself.
That is true, which was not good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was just terrible.
So, Brandon, we got to come back to asking you now. What goes on inside your head?
Like when?
Like,
when you're
Okay, like-
when you arrive at the scene and you see the small hill,
what happened?
and you're like, I'm gonna make a thing. Is that all that is?
Well, obviously I'm a teenage guy, right?
yeah.
And
obviously.
I previously knew that Fred had brought a shovel for the point of the jump because Maddie can testify to that when I went with her family and I'm like, dude, this jump can be bigger. Like a couple days prior on like a Monday or something, and then just kept sending it till it was freaking amazing.
Yeah,
And you know, just because it hurts doesn't stop me from doing it again.
that's true. Also, can we talk about how there was just immediate like a 90-degree drop off at the end of the.
Yeah,
thing,
so the
That
old
was
the old
brutal.
jump was kind of like a clown because it used to be like it would go up and then it'd be like a slant down, you know?
Yeah.
But the way that it looks cooler for videography is
Videography.
if it's like
cliff.
linear up, yeah, a cliff. So then I started like just like going to town on that thing with Fred's shovel
Dude,
and
listen,
just making it like a 180-degree drop.
108.
That's just a.
And
Isn't
then
it just straight up and down?
That's 90.
straight up is 90.
180 is flat. What is going on inside Braden's mind right now?
No,
To be fair, he hasn't
no,
been in high school
because
for a
That's
while.
true.
like flat, and then you just rotate it, and then flat.
That's
And
not
it's straight up and down.
I'll let him have this one.
a 270.
I'm not. I
Like,
maybe.
like if you have a circle, that's 180 degrees, but that's also 180 degrees. Hypothetically.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're
if
not
you
wrong.
rotate the circle, yes.
You rotate circle.
But then isn't that? I don't know.
Like a line is 180 degrees no matter where you put it.
Perfect
Right?
rotation.
All right.
You need a perfect rotation.
Makes sense to me.
That's
Don't cheat
all
in
right.
math, kids.
Okay, by the way.
I'm gonna go on Reddit for one more topic.
For one more topic? No.
One more time.
Reddit's awful for topics.
What do you mean? Reddit has had the best topics. Like, should like the Mets like
Should
kill?
slavery be legal?
Should the Pistons kill 5 of their players so they can trigger an emergency
Every
draft?
time I think of the Pistons, I always think of this clip of Nick Saban, who was the Alabama coach in football for like years, and the whole clip is just him saying, "No, the whole team should be executed." That's literally just the whole clip. Like, here, I'll show you in a second.
Bro had just no hesitation. He was just like, you know what? There's only one way for this team to be made good again, and we need a restart. like Thanos in Endgame. He's
Yeah, no,
like,
no.
there's one solution.
Yeah, but this is just the whole conversation with
You
him.
had it all. What did you think of your team's ability to withstand Florida State's impressive comeback?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, wait, it's Notre Dame. My bad.
Maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight.
Bro.
I'm sorry, it was
recent-
not Nick Saban. Forgive me.
Most
fellow
reasonable
viewers.
response to your team losing a football game.
The whole team needs to be executed.
Like, a clean slate. We can't keep doing this.
We need to start over, guys.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, what other questions? do we
Brayden,
got?
what's your level of injury you can endure before you decide something's a bad idea?
That's a good.
Because I was like, after I went down once, I
tried
was.
or what?
I don't know, because like after I went down once, I was like done. I was like, I'm not going down that hill again.
I probably went down like a dozen times or so.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But how, like you said, how much pain is required for you to stop?
Genuinely, probably like if it hurts or like every step, then I'd stop. But like,
Broken
right
bones.
now, right now, like when I turn, like it hurts. But like if I just like sit there, then like it's not that bad.
So
You
bro's
know what I'm
stopping
saying?
at
Dude,
broken
you know,
bones.
Probably.
You know, like in like Batman 1989, like his costume where he can't like turn his neck.
Yeah.
That's like me. I just only want to like just like rotate my full body and just be like, "What's up?" Because it's like, ah.
Pull off like some villain thing, have Gus in your hand. It's just like, well, I've been waiting for you.
You're the only one without a spinning chair. How do you feel?
Now I'm depressed. Why did you point that out?
I don't know. I noticed it when I spun around. I was like, "Wow, I have a spinning chair. I'm so cool." And then I looked down. I was like, "Oh, Brayden also has a spinning chair."
Dude, I looked up
I
like
don't have a spinning chair.
I
That's
looked up
depressing.
argumentative topics for essays, like to talk about.
Medical
And
aid.
under M, it says milk on here.
Milk.
It
What
says,
milk
should
do you guys
humans consume milk?
What?
That's
Wait,
an
that's a
argumentative
top-
topic.
What milk do you drink?
What kind of milk?
What
Skim.
milk?
Skim? Why?
Skim?
Skim?
Expand. Why?
Why?
Why do you choose that?
Why
That's
would you
just
do
what I
that?
grew up with, bro.
Are your parents fat? I'm just kidding.
One of them, yeah. like to be blunt, yeah.
So I can't. I grew up on 1%. I'm in the
Same.
border.
Well, like I'm not
For a while-
like against like skim or like any kinds of milk, but like my brother just went from like skim to whole, which is disgusting.
Oh, that is.
Oh, that's
awful.
too much of
That's
a
too
jump.
much.
Like when you have skim most of your life and you just go to like whole milk, it's just
No, that's
oh my
not. That's
gosh.
not healthy.
Yeah.
Like for a while in my life, we used to just do 200%, which is fine. Like it's not that bad. And then we just slowly, gradually went into 1%, which is also fine. But
Yeah.
like the
You
skim
think
to
we'll-
whole, that's awful.
Do you think we'll ever unlock the other 98%?
Like our brain.
No, of milk.
Oh,
Of milk. 100%.
You think
fat
30% milk is on the horizon? You think the devs are working on that?
I'd actually be so down
We
just
need
to
to
have.
fat- we
No,
need to
because
fatten
I
them
just
up
feel like
more.
it'd be funny to have more colors of the little milk color bits.
Yeah!
Just have like an absolute array of like the rainbow in like the milk aisle.
See,
Be like,
that-
I don't know what all these mean.
What color goes best with milk? Because I know there's the blue cap, the red cap, the green cap.
And the milk and the
And the-
purple.
It depends.
And the
On,
purple
also
one,
depends
yeah.
on what store you go to, because
That
like
is true.
Walmart blue cap is 1%. I know that for a fact.
Well, I'm pretty sure
But-
blue cap is 1% anyway.
No. At Smith's it's green.
Yeah,
It's
it depends on what
Yeah.
company.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess you're right. That's weird.
Yeah.
That is kind of weird. Why did they
Dude.
do that?
What I did see on here was like police body cams. It made me think of a meme I saw the other day where some dude on Reddit, he goes, yeah, it'd be so hilarious like if police like stream their body cams on Twitch.
Dude! I would watch that
Yo!
regularly.
That'd be awesome.
Like,
actually.
and then they did like a fake go around and it was just like, I'll donate $10 if you beat the frick out of this guy. And he was like, okay. And he just grabs out a stick and he's like, oh, thanks for the $10. And then like his username. And I was like, wow.
Wow. Why don't we live in this society?
we need to.
I genuinely do think that would be like really interesting to watch. Is like
Make
You have it
police-
by
yeah.
a police department because then you have like multiple cameras all over the place.
You can squad stream.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you have like Syracuse Police Department or like West Point Police
We
Department,
don't have a police department. We have a fire department.
Clearfield Police Department, right? And then
We don't have
like
a
that would
police
just be like such a strat in order to you just hop on Twitch and be like, all right, the cops are all right here according to their Twitch
According to
stream.
their
So
Twitch stream.
No, you could be like, it could be like, you know how some streamers like have a rivalry between each other?
yeah.
You could just have a Twitch rivalry between the police and just everyone robbing banks. Who are also streaming at the
Twitch
same
stream
time.
you robbing a bank. Alright, bozo, get out here and get you.
Dude, imagine TwitchCon.
Dude.
Yo.
that actually
Wait,
is so
yo.
funny.
Hey, yo.
Find this.
Okay.
Alright, well, we are at
While we're
35 minutes.
That's
of
fine.
footage.
While
That
we're-
is a lot.
You can
Well,
always
very-
watch it in bits and pieces.
is
exactly.
That's
Listen, my like average podcast that I'd listen to is like an hour long.
That's true. That is true.
This just is terrible for my phone storage. But
What
that's
are you
about it.
guys' opinions
That's true.
on the events in New York for the
The what?
hold on the
Investigate.
Jews
The tunnels.
no there's Jew tunnels in
Holocaust
New York,
Part 2?
right?
No,
So-
We're talking about the tunnels.
So like under like a church, like a Jewish church, like the Jews had like tunnels to different places throughout New York.
What?
Because this one dude on Twitter, like a year and a half ago, he
I've-
goes, "Yo, I think that there's Jews tunneling underneath my house,"
I've
and
seen
he
that.
got absolutely flamed for it. And then like he was like
I
they calling a Nazi, and then they posted it on the news like the other week. It was just like, yeah, Jews are building tunnels under New York City. He's like, I called it. I'm not Hitler.
He legit knew.
They
knew.
hated him for speaking the truth. He was
Like
like,
what reminded me of it was freaking this Nacho Libre meme.
You get up here so fast.
That's NYPD and that's the Jews.
Secret tunnels.
That is not Nacho Libre.
Yes, it is.
What?
Yes,
Let me see this.
dude.
You get up here so fast.
That's when they're at the party.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that thing.
but I respect secret tunnels. I always will. I think secret tunnels are awesome.
They are awesome.
Actually, I can't remember where. I think it was. I don't remember. Basically, there was this one woman who was decided to make just a giant tunnel system as well, just for funsies,
Just
Like
for
in
fun.
like a town or
just
what?
underneath her home and around the neighborhood.
Oh,
With zero experience, she was just like, yeah, I'm pretty much basing all of my credibility and experience off of Minecraft. And
Oh.
That's so
Oh.
amazing. Actually,
okay.
yeah, and so she was doing that for a while. It got shut down recently, unfortunately.
Oh.
such an L.
That's a rip moment.
They're like, hey, you can't just do that. She's like, why not?
Dude, another thing, like to just change topic. Do you think we should bring bowling back to being a social norm that's acceptable?
Bowling?
Bullying.
Bullying? I think bullying is good. Actually.
Because,
I-
like, no
I-
offense to, like, maybe, like, people like, oh, we should be nice to everybody, but some people just need to be bullied.
Okay, I do think
And that's just
bullying
how it is,
I do
right?
think bullying is needed.
Like, some
Strangely
people
enough.
go, like, their whole lives without being bullied, so then, like, when people, and, like, they meet, like, a rational person who's saying something, then they just, like, completely disregard it, and then they're just, like, mean to them, but, like, if we can, like, socially acceptalize, like, bullying as a social norm, like, in elementary school, dude,
No,
like,
no,
bullying
yeah.
was lit.
That is
right?
kind of lit.
Because I was the kid that got bullied, and then look at how I turned out. Normal. Because I got bullied, right? Because I'm like,
Normal.
like this shirt, like getting called gay was like the worst possible insult
True.
in
That's
the
true.
world. So like, oh, that shirt looks kind of gay, then I'm not gonna wear it anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do think bullying like held down the fort a little bit for like for like all the stuff that's happened in the past couple of years because that came because kids weren't getting bullied.
Here's the thing though. I feel like at a certain point, I think it's more so the fact that children aren't being told when they're doing something wrong.
That's true. That's true. which I think bullies can fix.
But I feel like a lot of things you can kind of just point towards parenting and be like, parents need to do
Like,
better.
That's
like
true.
one thing I saw about bullying, like the other day, because on Overwatch my account was like silent, so like I couldn't like chat with the other players because of some choice words. But that's besides the point.
Didn't you say
But,
those words on
like-
stream with Maddie or something like that?
I
once?
did say something on stream like that, but there was like a thing where somebody made an argument where they should get rid of the report button for M-rated games. Because you know what like you're getting into as a game, and because it's a mature game,
That is
then they
true.
should get rid of the report button. Except for like hacking and stuff. They should get rid of it for like
Yeah,
text
obviously
chat and
for
voice chat.
That's true.
obviously
That's true.
like
I can see
for
that.
for bee hopping, we gotta have that in there.
That's true. That's true.
Like other than like cheating and all that, like if you report somebody for like saying something and it's an M-rated game, then that's just dumb.
That is true. I can see that actually.
That is true. I second this. But what if when we go to T, is it allowed again?
Oh, the T?
Is Brawl T? I'm just kidding.
Brawl is T.
I know it is. That's
Smash
why I'm
Brothers
bringing it
Brawl
up.
is T.
They
And I
rated
think it's a
Brawl.
Nintendo game I can understand.
It's a Nintendo game. It was a bit
But
up
Ultimate's
there, but
Ultimate's E10 plus.
this is a game made for
Well,
children.
But like children also call me like the N-word on Call of Duty. So
Are they innocent?
uh,
Is our goal to protect the little ones, or do we just give up?
well, you
I
know
think
that,
we just
okay,
give up. The next
everybody
generation
knows-
is lost. We just need to start over again.
like if you are not Amish and not on the internet, then you're eventually gonna hear it and go find out about it.
That's
it's just
true.
a matter of
That's
time.
true.
That's true.
I still say we stop this generation and start anew.
No, okay, hear me out. Well, that's just being like, okay, we're giving up on Gen Alpha, which I mean, granted, I already have. There's no hope
They
for
should
that.
have called it Gen
Stop.
Beta, dude. Like, there's no way I'm gonna like see this generation as like a better me.
That's
Like,
Yeah.
unless like World War III happens, or like we're enlisting these kids and like they're coming back different, then I'm not gonna say they're better than me.
Where's Trump when you need him?
If Skibidi Toilet can get them through World War III, then like I can respect that.
Yeah,
but
why?
I have much more faith, weirdly enough, in the next generation right after Alpha. Because here's the thing.
Like,
Here's the thing. We're Gen Z and we're watching like Gen Alpha be raised by like millennials, and we're seeing that and we're like, this is terrible.
True.
We
Because,
need to
like,
fix this.
like, there was like a
True.
quote where it was like hard times make like tough people make like easy times, and like easy times make terrible
Stupid people?
Yeah. And like it just like repeats this process over and over again.
That's
Yeah.
actually strangely true.
Yeah.
Cause like World War II, you know, like that happened, which made tough people, and then all of them like came back, or some of them came back, and then like they made easy times, and like here we are just sitting in like an easy world, and then we have all like these.
And then you got Cold War.
Yeah.
Actually, you got Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam.
I'm
that's
trying to like insert a word that.
non-slavery period.
That doesn't.
I'm
That
kidding.
describes
I'm
like
kidding.
any period past like the 1860s.
No, they still have that. What are you talking
Well, they
about?
do, but like
Like,
not legalized.
trafficking is
Just say it. Just say it. We're learning what goes on inside your head.
it's out there.
It's at an all-time high.
That is true.
Yeah.
It is out.
I don't know. I feel like every time I hear about it, it's like, oh yeah, it's still terrible, and it's even more. And I'm like, how does that even happen?
I gotta figure this out. Let me ask this. Is human trafficking at an all-time high?
Good question. How do we know? Wait.
Statista.
It's growing.
Attention and resources.
It's growing.
Upgrade people up.
No, no, no,
No more.
Stop that.
Dude, this is like when I asked, is cannibalism legal?
No, this is much worse than
This is
cannibalism.
much worse than cannibalism, even though cannibalism is legal for those of
Dude,
you that didn't know.
You know what I thought when I was thinking about the other day?
What?
Like, why is betting not allowed in Utah?
I don't
Because like
it'd be so good for the economy.
because like
Could also,
the money that they make from betting goes to like education and like the overall like city. Like if you look at like a non-Las Vegas city in Nevada, like they're doing great.
Yeah.
Other than Las
people
Vegas,
in
of
them,
course.
How are the people in them?
Like if you go to like freaking like Reno, right? Those people are doing great, right? Like their tax rates are low. It's a great town. Other than Las Vegas.
Yeah. I think.
How's the water?
It's pretty solid.
It's solid.
Yeah, I could go for a water right now.
But
Actually, kind of true.
But I
Should we take a
think
break?
that the
Alright.
positives
We're going
of sports
double
betting or like betting in general, even if it's just like not like you can't like build a casino, but you can still like online bet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sports betting and all that.
It's
Because
like, I
then,
bet my team will win.
yes,
True.
like I learned that like you can't place a bet online within like the state.
That's
You have to go to a different state in order to place a bet. Which,
Yeah.
for me personally, I don't think that's like ruining people's lives. Because like you can't like see it unless it's on like on the internet.
Yeah.
That's
And obviously like there's still people that do it illegally here.
Yeah. I think.
But like if you just make like online betting legal, then all those like taxes and stuff will just help like our economy.
True. And it's like, at one point, I always find it weird to draw lines. Like, what's so different about betting on someone like winning as opposed to like betting that your stock is going to go up?
That is kind of true, actually. He do speak facts.
Where is that major line drawn?
My argument for just online is you have to have access to an online form of currency like a credit card.
True.
So like if you're losing money, the worst that could happen is credit card debt, and that's it.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
You can't like obviously like you could go through the extremes of selling all your stuff in order to like make a deposit in the bank.
Yeah.
But like when it gets to a limit, right? You can't just keep going because you have to have access to an online currency instead of like just cash and stuff.
So should we be betting using Robux?
That's a
You know?
that's
It's like the
that's a
old
good question.
like the old Nintendo 3DS where they had that like Luigi casino game.
Yeah.
With the coins.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
That
It made me
was.
so angry whenever I lose my bet.
Yeah. Dude, gambling addiction started with Luigi.
And also Kirby.
Reviews mainly Luigi.
Yeah.
Luigi's a...
I know that. Luigi was definitely more, but there's Kirby in, I think it might be Kirby Triple Deluxe, where they have
that
the
no.
keychains in them, and it's random, and so it's basically a gotcha machine.
What?
Yeah,
I don't think I ever played that game.
I haven't either, but I learned about it the other day.
I
and I'm
remember-
like, oh, hey, gambling.
There was a gotcha machine in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze to pull to collect the minifigure toys in the game.
Because you know where it peaked for me was
machines?
when okay, claw machines led up to this, but right, I went on a trip to New York in August, and right after I think it was like right after we had visited like the Sacred Grove and stuff, I went inside of a gas station, and they had a little lotto machine in the gas station, right? And I was like, well, that'd be kind of funny, you know? Like if I just like bought one, because like my bishop told me a story like when he did that. So I was like, okay, if my bishop can do that, then like it's okay. So I went and walked over to this stupid machine, and I did like $1 scratch off ticket, and I was like, yo, register man, can I have? Or no, cashier, can I have like a coin? And he's like, yeah, sure. They gave me like a penny or something. And I scratched it off. I was like, oh, wow, I lost. But like, what if the next one is different? So then I bought another ticket. And that one ended up winning $5, right? So I put in 2 and I won 5. So
That's
net
awesome.
profit 3. And
That's
then I
awesome.
ended up buying another one. So now it's down to $2, and then I lost. And then,
no.
and then My dad came in to the gas station and he was like, there's no freaking way that he was in the bathroom for 15 minutes. And he saw the lotto ticket in my hand. And I was like, well, frick. And he was like, did you freaking waste your money on the lotto ticket? I'm like, yeah. He's like, did you win anything?
$2 for it.
He's just like, give him the car. And I ended up like reeling to him on like the car ride to the airport. I was like, yeah, I actually won like $5. And I ended up like net profiting like $2. So who's the real loser here? And I had
You who's been unaffected, or me who's up $2 and with a newfound gambling addiction?
I had the lotto, like they wouldn't let you keep the winner one, but I have one of the lotto tickets from New York and it's just sitting in my room, right next to my missionary tag, actually.
You know, it's awesome thinking about, like, wait, you said something about your bishop. That reminded me. I just learned, like, a week ago that my bishop is, like, the record holder for a go-kart thing.
Yeah.
A go-kart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Like, when he went to BYU, they were doing, like...
It was, like, BYU versus other schools, and he won with BYU as the driver.
Yeah,
Bro,
for, like, they made it hard. And then he
The
set a
dad
record.
lore goes crazy.
Then that car set
know.
set the record for, like, the fastest acceleration or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think of.
A gas-powered go-kart?
Oh, I don't remember what it was.
It was just, it was like
kinda
an engineering project, but on crack.
True.
What? So is he like an engineer then?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but, what was I gonna say? I was thinking about something else. Oh, yeah. So, you know the one meme of, like it's the two people mining through, and, like,
Yeah.
the old guy turns back, and, like, right before he hits diamonds, and then the other one's just, like, still going.
Mining or-
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
that? How-
99% of bettors just are like a few bets away from the big win.
Exactly.
True.
So, like, how much more money do you think casinos have made ever since that image has been released? Because how many times do you think people have been, like, down, like, thousands of dollars, and then they think of that image and they're like,
I got this.
I got this. I'm almost there.
I almost have it.
I'm due.
Okay, I do think about this picture.
What
a
are
little
you
bit,
doing?
right? So in this, hold on. So in
Don't
George
show
of the
this.
Jungle,
Don't show. That
Right?
is not George of the Jungle. That is Tarzan.
Tarzan, sorry,
That is not George of the Jungle.
right? So here he is carrying Jane,
Yeah.
and both of his hands are right there, right?
Where?
As you can see it, both of his hands are right there. So how is he swinging on that vine? Right?
Yeah.
Wait.
It's
That's the only correct way.
Don't show that to the camera.
Hey, if you're
it's his
Look,
food.
if
Trust.
you want to know, then keep looking. But if you don't want to know, then turn away.
Just
Okay?
skip forward.
Viewer
like,
discretion
like 20
advised,
seconds.
right?
Yeah.
I'll give you like 3 more seconds to turn away.
Skip
right?
forward 10
But
seconds. You know.
hypothetically, this is the only thing that makes sense. Right? Because like if both of his hands are there, right? The only thing that can be gripping that and keeping him up is that. Right?
People that skip forward 10 seconds. are so-
Like I'm just saying, like the only thing that makes sense is that.
So, I
So,
think we did a great job here today exploring
Okay.
the mind of Braden.
See, then all the
No,
girls,
no, one more.
all the girls looking at this are gonna be like looking at the screen like that.
wait, how did Donkey do it? All right, so
I think we've learned.
we have done a great job looking into Braden's mind.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to something a bit more spiritual.
Oregon, Washington, Oregon, and California, what it's called.
Okay, so moving on. We're gonna have
Dude, this freaking reminds me of, I mean, like, we jumped for like the first time, us three, and then we just freaking crashed and we was all just dying laughing on the
Dude,
ground.
we were all just in pain, just like laughing on the ground, like none of us were getting up, just
Just laughing in tremendous amount of pain.
great watching the video. So we're almost done. We're gonna end with the spiritual thought after all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Brandon, you got any spiritual thoughts for us?
On hand, dude.
Mr. Missionary.
Mr. Missionary?
Mr. FM.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Mr. RM and FM.
Like,
Return missionary and future missionary.
what do you want from me?
I don't know.
Just a thought. I don't know.
What do you got?
Could be anything.
Ooh. This applies to life, too. Is... like, when you feel like kind of like sad and stuff, like shameful, like you're not doing what like you're supposed to be doing, like if you like make it sound like you don't make it better, then like you just feel bad, you know what I'm saying? But however, that's because like you haven't like come to like facts, and like what they say in like the business world is you can't complain about you can't complain about the result for the work that you didn't put in. Right?
That's true.
Because you're like, oh man, why am I so sad? Like, why like God let this happen and stuff? Well, you didn't put in the work, so how can you expect that result from the work that you never put in?
That's true.
And the same goes in athletics too. It goes in like within like a lot of stuff, like school. Like if you don't get a 4.0 and like that was your goal, well, you can't complain about the results. Like you feel like you slacked off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why is this guy better than me? Because he worked harder than me.
Yeah. Well, that kind of relates to like the scriptures from this week, because like Nephi, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, who knows where he would actually have ended up if he didn't work hard? Like who knows?
There you go.
Man, I mean,
There
yeah.
you go.
There we go.
There you go.
What
Well,
about the plot twist of in like the beginning of Nephi when like Ishmael dies, dude? That's a crazy plot twist right there.
that is kind of crazy.
That is wild.
I'm not gonna.
Like if you like have never read the scriptures, dude, and like you tell like an investigator start reading the scriptures, dude, and like just like the like one of like the minor characters just dies for like no reason, like that's crazy.
That is.
Also, this is kind of unrelated, but also related because it is holy. But it's
Like
kind of
cheese. Holy.
Jeez.
We were talking about in seminary. We were talking about how it switches like kind of between like first person, third person kind of crap, like during the Book of
The
Mormon.
viewpoints do go crazy.
They do.
Yeah, because it's changing between Nephi writing to like Jacob writing or whatever to like Mormon going over. It's like, okay, so here's the rundown.
That's true. That's true.
Of what's happened.
That is a bit weird. Like once it gets
Yeah.
to like Benjamin, King Benjamin, and all that fun stuff, yeah, it gets all.
But that's like what also makes the Book of Mormon cool is because you have, well, theoretically before it was lost, you had like the Book of Lehi.
I do really wonder like how lit the Book of Lehi would be.
That's true.
I think it'd be so lit.
I think it would too, actually.
I feel
That'd
like
be
there's
awesome.
times in the like in literally like Book of Nephi when he's like I won't write about it because it's in my father's right.
that's
It's like,
awesome.
oh come on.
That's yeah.
like what's also crazy is like you have to like keep working, like you can't just like stop at one point because like all of like the three witnesses that got excommunicated because they started lacking.
Yeah.
And like that's like a severe thing is they were basically apostles, right? And well, one of them lost like the 100 and
8 pages.
yeah,
So
100,
something like
The
that.
Book of Lehi.
100 and something
Book of
pages.
Lehi and whatever
And,
else they don't.
You know,
Yeah.
like they just all started just like not believing after like they have seen like miracles and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they just all just got excommunicated from the church
Yeah.
and then just like gave up.
I feel,
But the thing about
didn't
that is
some
that
of
they
them
never.
come back? Or at least one of them at least like kind of came back
I think so.
towards
but,
the end of his
but
life.
the one thing about it is that even though they did all kind of like leave the church, is that none of them ever denied seeing the scriptures,
Oh yeah, none of them ever denied their.
and that they
Witness
talked with
and
angels
testimony.
and stuff like that, and they would never deny
Yeah.
that actually. Did you know that?
I mean, I just kind of assumed like
They just started dissing Joseph Smith was the main thing.
That is true.
They can't read my lips, so what is it?
That's true. But
Yeah.
all right.
Oh.
Well,
We're all just like groaning whenever we like readjust because we're just like, ugh.
Yep.
yeah, our butts are still in
Should
pain.
we cut it like right at an hour?
I think it would be
Yeah.
cool. How much time we got left?
Granted,
All
it
right.
will probably
Well-
be cut from like earlier on in the conversation.
Are we adding like outro music, dude?
We could.
That'd be
I
kinda
could
fun.
add outro music.
What? Coconut malt. Just kidding.
I'm gonna get copyright strike immediately.
We already got copyright strike
Are we
once.
posting this on YouTube or what?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think we're
Probably.
posting it on
I
YouTube
can't really
to
send this
start.
to the friends group, man.
It's a
The
bit long.
quality would be so bad.
It
It
would
goes
be
over the
actually.
2.5.
2.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
I'm never able to like send like videos over on group.
Like, I think the longest video I've ever sent was me doing the coconut mall skip,
Mm.
and that was barely pushing it. Like, that was barely able to be put on.
Yeah.
So I don't think this would definitely go on. All right.
Dude, you
well,
know what we should do for a
um,
podcast next time, right?
what?
We all make like small bets with each other on like the Super Bowl, and then hang out, like record the reaction of when stuff
Yeah.
happens.
That would actually be pretty
That
cool.
would be
I'd be down.
solid.
What are your guys' thoughts on it? So we're gonna outro this right now. We don't really know when we're gonna do the next episode because preference
That's true.
Oh,
exists.
I forgot about that.
So
Sus-
Braden, Rip
sucks for
Braden.
you guys,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we will try to do another episode, maybe Friday, but I don't
Something like
know.
that.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Eventually, TM.
If not,
True.
then we can do Super Bowl weekend
Is
Yeah.
it Super Bowl weekend on? Oh, it is.
in
Actually.
2 weeks.
That's
no,
true.
Isn't it like February?
Yeah, it's
February is in 2
somewhere in
weeks, right?
February,
It
but
is February is in 2 weeks.
but we will try to get back to it eventually. So,
All right.
see you all in a bit,
We're chilling.
and hats off to you.
Ah.
Ah.